Hi guys, it's Elsie here from Reform Fibers, and today I'm going to share with you some tips on creating your own textured wall hanging using the Vertical Clove Hitch Knot. So these knots here and throughout are all the Vertical Clove Hitch Knot, but I did some variations to create some interest. So these knots here were tied with me standing in front of the wall hanging on this side, and then these knots here I just went to the other side and tied the same knot. So it gives a completely different look, but again, it's the same knot. What I also did to add some interest was I used both the rope and yarn together to give it some dimension and add a little bit of color in there. So it's very neutral, but it's there. I also tied some of the knots very loose and then pulled the cords through to just to create some depth and interest, make people want to touch it. So what is great about a wall hanging like this is there isn't much measuring or cutting. So say we want a piece that is going to be 4 feet in length once it's complete. You're just going to cut all of your filler cords at 8 feet, and then once you fold them in half and you add them to your bar or wood, they will be 4 feet in length. And so that's the only measuring that I do when I'm making a piece like this. And then from there I'm working with a spool of rope, which is great because I don't have to do a bunch of cutting and measuring, and it really saves me time. In addition to that, I tie the knot in a faster way. It's kind of like hacking the knot to make it work for just speeding up the process and making it easier on us. So I will go ahead and show you how I do that. It can be a little bit of a challenge, especially if you're used to doing it the other way. But you can learn. So here is a spool of rope, and we are going to have one loose end. And when you're doing this knot, it's always a challenge to do the first one, but from then on it gets a little bit easier. So you have your loose end, and you're going to go clockwise, like so, and then move it towards you like this, and you do it again, clockwise and towards you. So now you have 2 hoops. And you put your fingers up through there, pull the filler cords through. I do 2 cords at a time. And then you are going to just tighten the knot. And then again, you are going to go around, clockwise, turn it, around a second time, turn it, and then pull your filler cords through. So I will do it a 3rd time, and then I will show you how to go from right to left. So now we have 3 vertical clove hitch knots, and again, just working from the spool of rope. So now to go in the opposite direction, what I do is I put my hand like so, turn it, do it a 2nd time, turn it, and then pull these cords through, and it's just going counterclockwise, but I have found it much faster if I'm able to just do it like that. And then again, I tied some of them standing on the other side of the wall hanging, and then some I just you can just move around to give it some interest and make the knots travel. And then what you want to do to finish it off is you have your loose ends, you would apply tape here, cut it, and then you would weave, tuck, or even sew the loose ends into the back of your work. So hopefully that helps you to create a piece of your own. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it with a friend who does some crafting or macrame. Please subscribe and maybe visit my shop at reformfibers.etsy.com. Thank you.